2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open is about to start. Luke Ilvey alongside Rich Beam here in Las Vegas. It's known as Sin City, but we're at TPC Summerlin for the golf. What's this course like?
This golf course historically plays firm and fast and yields lots of birdies. So players going into this week know full well that they have to have the putter going. They need to hit a lot of greens, but they also need to make sure that they're making 5, 6, 7 birdies a day out there. Because if they're not, if they're struggling with birdies and only making pars, then the entire field is going to pass them by. It's a great opportunity because historically the wind doesn't blow very much and all the par 5s are reachable, but still having to make birdies, knowing you need to make birdies, isn't always the easiest thing.
We're in Vegas and you can even see the famous strip from the golf course. Do the players need to roll the dice, have a little gamble out on that course?
I think you have to gamble everywhere on the PGA Tour, but in Las Vegas, I think it's required, isn't it?
Be rude not to. Can't wait to find out what happens here. And the putt drops, and we're moving on. Sitting at 1 over for the event.
Starting off with a bogey at first, not tragic. You got a lot of holes to make it up. Let's see how they deal with it going forward.
The second at TPC Summerlin is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3 metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take 1 club less into this green as it will release down the slope. A quality shot that. This putt is 16 feet to the hole. Okay, steady now. And that brings to an end that hole. Currently at +1 for the day. The third hole at TPC Summerlin is a very strong par 4 measuring 492 yards. There's a huge ravine that works right up through the middle of this. It requires a very strong drive up the right half to go at this green in 2. There is a big fairway to the left if you want to tuck over and get up and down for your par that way. Going with the 6 iron here. Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. And not a bad approach. Will be putting. Putting for birdie. Just didn't drop. And this one is for his par. Good putt that. Currently at +1 for the tournament. The fourth at TPC Summerlin is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole, just be accurate on approach. This one looks to be heading for the sanctuary of the fairway. Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Well, that's beautifully judged. There's part of about 6 feet coming up. Well done. Take the birdie. Trailing by 4 strokes. The fifth at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right.
That dog will hunt.
This would be a good putt to make. It'll move you inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. And that putt just was never hit hard enough. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. It's got a chance. That's well holed. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. The 6th at TPC Summerlin is a snaking par 4, playing 430 yards. There's a big waste area up to the left-hand side that needs to be avoided. If you can position your drive on the right half of this fairway, it gives you the best shot up the hill to a green that is not protected by any bunkers. Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Yeah, well played. Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Yeah, good putt. Well holed. And with it, he moves to 1 under par. And stepping up the standings after that effort. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. Chosen the pitching wedge here. Not a bad approach, that one. Not quite inside the birdie range, but you never know. Hole a long one. Still counts.
Made birdie on the last. Looking for a second in a row here.
You know what they say, never up, never in. Big putt for par coming up. And down she goes. He finds himself in a share of 14th position.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3, playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short right are also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. That's well played. Pin high.
He's already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
That's inside the range. That's a solid par. He finds himself in a share of 15th position. The 9th at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt. Looks to be going with a hybrid here. Well, that's big boy golf right there.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulation, spot on all day. Awesome.
This putt is for a spot inside the top 10. Just a simple tap in for birdie. That's a good way to move into the top 10. Well, Rich, as we make the turn to the back 9, what are your thoughts so far?
3 strokes down with 9 to